Whether you know your macrobiotics from your microbiotics or a pesco-vegetarian from a politarian, one thing is certain. Nutritionists agree that having enough fruit and vegetables in our diet is important for our health.
People that eat a minimum of 400 grams a day of fruit and vegetables have a lower risk of certain chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke and certain cancers.
An apple a day is just not enough to keep the doctor away. But in today's hectic world, who has the time to peel and chop up so many greens? One Korean company has combined organic fruit with advanced biotechnology in a bid to squeeze all that natural goodness into a convenient little package. It all begins with fresh fruit and vegetables. The key ingredients are cultivated in the USA. Certified organic, they're grown using natural fertilizers instead of chemicals. They're shipped over 9,500 kilometers across the world as liquid concentrate, all the way to a manufacturing plant in Korea. To keep it fresh, the concentrate is stored in this giant fridge. It's kept at sub-zero temperatures, so microbes like bacteria, yeast and mold are kept frozen and inactive. Sealed in plastic, the concentrate can stay fresh in the fridge for up to 30 days. Not all fruit juices are created equal. Each manufacturer has their own special blend of ingredients, and this one has added a little something to tease local taste buds. The Chinese call them 5-flavor berries, and they've been in use in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Believed to help protect the liver and increase the body's resistance to stress and fatigue, the dried berries are usually brewed to make tea. Thousands of berries are packed into permeable bags and thrown into a giant blender. Here they'll wait for the most important ingredient, without which the juice would just be thick and gooey: water. It's pumped from the ground through a 3-stage filtration process. Because groundwater is typically laden with contaminants, it must first pass through porous charcoal to filter out the unwanted particles. It's then drained through a microfilter to get rid of harmful microorganisms such as bacteria. And if anything gets past that, it's blasted by an invisible assassin.
이것은 최종적으로 UV 처리를 하는 곳인데요. 이 안에 UV 램프가 들어있습니다. 마이크로 필터를 통해서 나온 물질 속에 살아있는 미생물들, 특히나 박테리아 같은 경우를 사멸하여 최종적으로는 깨끗한 물만 넘어갈 수 있게 하는 최종 단계입니다.
The clean water is poured into the 2-ton blender, where the berries have been patiently waiting. These guys are only after the juice, so the giant berry tea bags are left to brew for 16 hours. Of course, a super smoothie would be nothing without its fruit. The organic concentrate, which is solidified after its time in the fridge, is thawed and added to the giant smoothie maker. And mixed, mixed, and mixed for 4 hours. But the fruit is merely the chorus line. Now the star of the show makes its entrance. This is saveddobyul, which means new star in Korean. The manufacturer believes these multipotent cells derived from plants can pack quite a punch. Mr. Young Woo Jin has been studying plants for years and recently published his findings in Nature Biotechnology Journal.
강인한 생명력이 있습니다. 어떠한 환경 조건에서도, 그러니까 예를 들면 UV나 이런 더위, 추위들을 이길 수 있는 그 생명 조건이 나무 안에 있는데, 그 조건을 대표할 수 있는 게 나무 안에 있는 플랜트 스템셀입니다.
These cells have long intrigued scientists for their regenerative properties. Known as the immortal cell, they divide throughout the life of the plant and are responsible for growth. Like fierce little bodyguards, they also protect the plant against the elements. These researchers believe that their discovery, saveddobyul cells, also have strong antioxidant characteristics, and they have a simple lab experiment to prove it.
이거는 과산화수소고요. 과산화수소를 떨어뜨렸을 때 황산화활성이 크다고 하면 기포가 많이 발생합니다.
Dobule cells on the left quickly break it down into water and oxygen, while the other plant cells on the right barely react, showing what they believe to be the cell's antioxidizing properties. Antioxidants are found in a lot of unprocessed foods, such as fresh fruit and vegetables. But what do they actually do for us? Nutritionists will tell you that one of the body's biggest enemies is something called free radicals. Sometimes these molecules can attack and destroy our cells.
Antioxidants are good for us because they essentially mop up these free radicals, preventing cell damage.
Mr. Jin believes he's found a way to harness the power of the Dobule cells and use it in everyday food, including this drink. And a fair few go into the mix. There are millions of Dobule cells sloshing about in this nutrient-rich bath. And they're added to the fruit mix via this chugger. To stop germs from being sealed in with the juice, the mixture is boiled for 15 seconds. Long enough to kill unwanted microorganisms without destroying the nutrients. And to ensure all this goodness stays fresh, there's a quality control test. A sample is put in a 36-degree incubator. It simulates the aging of the juice, and for 2 months its colour, taste and smell are monitored. When a change is observed, this scientist will then calculate its expiration date. And if he doesn't get a tummy ache, it means the juice is good to go. After this lengthy process, the juice is given a year without refrigeration before it'll go bad. Next, it's into the all-important packaging room, where workers suit up to prevent contamination. 120 milliliter pouches are passed through an industrious army of machines. The first opens the pouch. The second blows air through it to get rid of impurities. And the third fills the pouches with steaming hot fruity goodness. Each pouch is designed to prevent sunlight entering and changing the colour and quality of the juice. They're then sealed and stamped with an expiration date. Next, a conveyor belt weighs each one. Green light means go, red is too little or too much. And it's into the bin for the rejects. In case the action was too hot for these pouches, there's always the cold shower. This unique cooling tunnel makes sure they aren't boxed up hot. In here may be some of the nutrients that we need as part of a healthy diet. Natural goodness in a convenient pack. Now there's no excuse for not eating your prunes.